My name is Patrick Sterrett, and I'm the Scout Executive here for Crossroads of America Council. And we're doing a little series here on the power of one and kind of why I and others are motivated and enthused to be involved in scouting. As I gave this some thought, I couldn't really think about one person or one moment, and so as usual, I'm not going to follow the script exactly. I brought back in my mind thinking about my experiences as a kid. I've been involved in scouting since 1972, I think it is, since about first grade. And so do the math now. It's been quite a long time. All the years of my life, except for a few years at college, I've been pretty active in scouting. So when I think of my time as a kid, I started thinking of names like Bruno Blaskowitz and Rich Krajewski. On my little plaque right here is my Ram Patrol when I went to the National Jamboree, and my Scoutmaster, a guy by the name of Rich Krajewski, who signed on here, Your Mama, was just a great unit leader for me and a guy that really inspired me as a kid. And then Bruno Blaskowitz and guys like, Mr. Kulig, one of the guys' dads, and Joe Zerby, and just a great experience that I had as a kid, mixing in scouting with playing 3 sports and going to church and all the things that we did as a family. But scouting was just really super important to me. And then as I started working for the Boy Scouts, I was really, which was about 1988, I was really inspired by both volunteers and professionals. So one of the guys, a guy here by the name of Bill Dwyer, is one of my scout executives, and really just gave me the passion for scouting and what we do in this movement, which I get to do professionally in getting young people involved and leaders involved in a great program. And Bill had served on summer camp staff for probably 25 years. Knew how to raise money, but his real passion was in serving and helping young people learn about this program. And he really cared about his team and his staff and his volunteers. And he just really motivated me and helped shape me as what I would think of and as a professional scouter, along with a great guy by the name of Ron Carroll, who was my scout executive in Washington, D.C. Died tragically of brain cancer really quickly. Hit him. Otherwise, he'd still be with us today and be mentoring me to this day. And I was fortunate. My dad's a professional scouter, my brother a professional scouter, and so in a way, we think of it. Both of them are out now. My dad had retired before I started, but we think of it a little bit as a family business that all of us have been so blessed with. And then I guess the third sort of hat for me that has inspired me is that when my wife and I, Lori, started having kids of our own, and they started making decisions, and we started making decisions about what they would do for their activities. And scouting, as we said, was never an option. We weren't going to let that be one of the things they got to decide, and it was going to be our role to figure out how to make it thrilling and exciting, the same kind of things I got out of it as a kid. And so we signed up as unit leaders. Lori was a den leader, and I was den leader all the way through, and then Scoutmaster for them. And I guess I was motivated by them. This recent picture of all 3 of them with their getting their Eagle Scouts. The oldest one was the MC at the other 2's Eagle Court of Honor, and that experience with my brother there and Lori's brother, who's an Eagle Scout. 2 of her brothers are Eagle Scouts. And my dad, and my dad putting the pins on the grandchildren was pretty exciting stuff. My dad's 88 years old, so it was pretty awesome and moving experience. And then I just think about some of those kids when I served as a Scoutmaster. Quite honestly, the toughest part of the move for me away from Delaware coming here wasn't the professional side. It was my experience in the Scout troop and stepping away from being a Scout leader with these kids that I'd been working with for several years, one of which just 2 nights ago sent me a text that he got his Eagle Scout and sent me a picture and posted it on Facebook, and it's just kind of pretty exciting stuff. So I think about their experiences on camping trips when they wanted to quit. A recent trip to Philmont Scout Reservation on the second night when we're hiking through hail and just a horrible experience. We're on the side of a mountain. This kid's petrified of lightning, and we got him through that day and through that evening. And he said he wanted to go home, and I said, not an option. We're going to make it through this. And at the end of it, when he makes it, and he's thrilled and he's happy, and he thanks you for giving him the perseverance to get through those kind of things is really rewarding. So I guess both as a kid and as a parent and as a professional scouter, I've just been so fortunate to be inspired by fellow colleagues professionally, by kids that I've had a chance to serve, by the leaders that served me as a kid. That's really what inspires me to try and make a difference in communities through this great program we love called the Boy Scouts of America.